Hi there everyone, it's Misty here from TheJollyFatElf. Thank you so much for joining me. In today's video, we are going to be using gift bags to make shaker cards. I'm going to be showing you how to use these envelopes to make shaker cards on Wednesday. And the reason why I'm doing these videos is because so many of you let me know that Stamp Anything is out of those pockets. And I reached out to the owner and she says she's not sure they're going to get them back. Of course, they're in Florida and they've had 2 hurricanes now. So I wanted to share with you 2 different versions of, and we may even do a third one on Friday, I'm not sure yet, how you can make simple shakers, and that's what we're doing. So I picked these up off Amazon. Please go to the Dollar Tree. They're $1.50, I'm guessing, maybe $2. You guys know I can't drive, so it's like, oh, I have this idea. I really need to get to the Dollar Tree. And it's like, no, my husband's working. So Amazon it is. So I am bringing out some paper because I am going to be backing these bags onto paper. I think there's 5 different designs. And yeah, now if you don't want a pattern in the background, if you want to see more of the bag, you're more than welcome to use white. I played around with that and I was like, oh, it's too white. And I didn't want to have to go through the process of like ink blending paper or something like that because I want this to be really simple. Like you can go to the Dollar Tree, you can get, I don't know if they have scrapbook paper, maybe they do, but you can get most of these supplies at the Dollar Tree, and that's what I wanted these to be. So you're not seeing my face because I am trying to get these done on Sunday night because tomorrow they're coming to start construction on my bathroom refresh. I'm cutting this paper to 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. It's going to fit the front of an A2 size card. So we're doing a little bath refresh. I will try to remember to put the kind of mood. It's not really a mood board. I was trying to get help picking a color and I ended up going with a color that's not even on there. So it has like our vanity, it has the mirrors, the like the hardware, and then like the I want board and batten. So it's not, they're not like coming in and tearing it apart other than ripping out a vanity, but I knew it's going to be loud because it backs up to my craft room. So we're going to get this done today. So I added in the paper into my bags, and now I'm going to cut off a good chunk of the top. I have an idea for that. We'll see if I get a chance to make it. Maybe that'll be Friday's card. I don't know. So I am going to be using a bag of confetti I picked up off Amazon. This has Merry Christmas and all sorts of things. If you just search Christmas confetti, I think it's one of the first ones that popped up. But also inside of it, there's these huge snowflakes, and I thought, oh, that's going to be perfect. Okay, so and this is real time right now. So I am going to put tear and tape, score pal tape, whatever you have at your home. You're going to want something kind of heavy duty for this to stick to. And I'm going to put it on all 4 sides. And we're going to basically wrap this bag around this piece of paper. Now, you're going to have to measure your bags and cut your paper accordingly, because if you don't get bags that are the same size as mine, then this isn't going to work. So the only thing you should have to change would be the measurements of your paper. And we're going to be wrapping it around. So I'm going to share that with you in just a second. So this tape is Stampin' Up's tear and tape. I don't know if they still carry it or not. I'm not going to lie. So I'm using my bone folder to burnish that adhesive so it will stay. And then I'm deciding on which side I want to be the front, because I wanted one of the very large snowmen to be a major part of this card, and that's what I did. So I'm just making sure that it's going to do what I want it to do. So I am going to take off the tear and tape, and then I'm going to adhere the bottom to this. And we're going to basically make our own shaker pocket. This is one way that we can do this. The second way that we can do this is what I'll show you in Wednesday's video. So make sure you come back. Make sure you leave a comment so you'll be entered to win a prize. So I never heard from the winner I pulled in September. So I'm going to pick another winner. hopefully and get this package out ASAP because it's got time-sensitive material in it, and I would hate for someone not to get any use out of it. So I look for that. Shoot. I'll try to have a video up tomorrow. I'll try to have a video up tomorrow. So we're basically making a shaker pocket, and I'm just trying to make sure that the bag is straight. It doesn't have to be perfectly straight because the pattern isn't straight. Like some of the snowflakes or snowmen are turned sideways, etc. And the only reason why I chose this particular bunch of bags is because I really like the Santa and I like the gingerbread. Gingerbread month is coming. I'm just kidding. I don't know that we could do an entire month of gingerbread. I mean, I probably could do an entire month of gingerbread, but you guys would probably get tired of an entire month of gingerbread. I'm just saying. So anyway, leave a comment for an entry to win a prize. I will pick a winner on November the 4th. And hopefully you will get back to me as soon as you can, and then I can get your prize out to you. I have 3, so we're going to have the one for September, October, and then December. Nope, September, October, November. And so here are these huge snowflakes, and I was like, that's kind of weird that the rest of this is just regular confetti, but I'm going to end up using those snowflakes, and I can't wait. So I'm just going to try to mix this confetti. It's got stars and trees and deer. It's got Merry Christmas. The red is the words Merry Christmas. And we're just going to put some of this in. And then I think I add some diamond painting drills. I'm still making my way through that bag. If you're someone who has diamond painted in the past, you can use the leftover drills in shaker cards. And I got that idea from Tim. I can't remember what his Instagram name is, but I'll try to remember to link him. He designs a lot he is, I think on the Scrappy Boy design team, but he's fantastic. He does a lot of cards for Stamp Anything as a guest designer. So cute. So I've added the confetti. I'm going to add in some of these white drills. So yeah, and the contest is open internationally. This voiceover is a little all over the place. I'm sorry, I'm trying to rush. So I got a question about bundles. I am going to try to have my bundle announcement at the end of the week. Hopefully getting these videos up ahead of time. Like tomorrow, I hope to update the Etsy shop because I have not done that in months and months and months. And I want to start working on the bundles. I've picked out all of the clip art. We're probably going to have 19 different choices. That's hyperbole or exaggeration. I'm just kidding, but maybe. Okay, now that I filled that up with all of the stuff I want to, I'm going to bring more of that tape in, and I'm going to fold this over, and that is going to be our shaker. Again, this is still in real time, so this is how slow I move. This is how slow I move. This is how messy my desk is. I have clearly moved my the pad underneath me. Clearly I've moved it because there's no way you should be able to see that washi tape because that's supposed to show me where the last part was. So I'm going to go ahead and fold this over. I'm folding in the other side, and we're just going to get this adhered. And then I am going to put a little piece of tape between the flaps on the back. I realized that some stuff can get out, and I think I realized it doing this. But yeah, I end up putting a little bit of tearing tape between the flap on the back. So you can see here, you can still get into it, and it's still open to the card, and that would not be good. So I went ahead and added some adhesive between those two layers of bag. And that is it. Simple, easy. It's a little more labor intensive than those stamp pockets, but even a beginner, if you're a beginner, you can make these cards 100%. So I have sped this up to 20 times speed, I think. So yeah. Anyway, I'm doing the same exact thing. I'm going to add the tape to the back, and then we're going to just follow the exact same directions, I guess. Is that what I want to call them? I don't know. I don't know. And then I'm going to put the bag on, and then we're going to fill it with sequins. And I end up doing this for all of the bags. The only one I didn't do is the one that came with snowflakes. It had huge yellow snowflakes on it. And I'm like, what does that have to do with Constantine in China? Like, seriously, who thinks of huge yellow snowflakes for Christmas? I don't. We all know not to eat yellow snow. So yeah, I was like, oh, I'm not going to use that bag. But the rest of them are super cute. But like I said, if you have the ability, the capability to get to like a Dollar Tree or Dollar General or something like that, almost everybody carries those treat bags this time of year, because a lot of parents, take them for their classes and stuff like that. So doing the same thing, we're going to seal it with more tape. Could you use liquid glue? Yeah, technically you could use liquid glue, but it's messy. It's messy. It's so messy. And then again, I'm adding that small piece of tape to get both of those, that flap completely sealed together so there's no spillage out of. And I added a little bit more because I had some more overhang. So now I've sped this up to 20 times speed. So I'm sorry I didn't have a video for you on Friday. I saw my immunologist on Tuesday. So I see an immunologist because last year when I had genetic testing done, CVID, common variable immunodeficiency, popped up. And so genetic testing is not a diagnosis. You still have to see a professional. So I saw my immunologist. He's a new one. That was the first meeting. And I had another one, but that's a story for a different day. And he was like, you are very deficient. He's like, I'm almost 90% certain that you have CVID, and it tracks. So it makes sense. Growing up, I was always sick, and I've said millions of times, I need a new immune system. Well, come now, I do need a new immune system. So I got a pneumonia vaccine last year, and then the other immunologist did blood work and was like, basically, my body had zero response to the pneumonia vaccine. So he's like, I'm going to give you a different vaccine. And then in 6 weeks, I want you to get blood work done again. He said, but I'm also going to have you get your tetanus shot. And we're going to check that too, because I didn't have any antibodies for tetanus and diphtheria or pneumonia. But I do have COVID antibodies, meaning that if I were to get COVID again, I have what in my body can fight COVID, which is good. And I know that there's a whole discourse on the vaccine. I've had 5, I think, 4 or 5. And when we got when we got COVID last year, I 100% believe that I would have been somebody who was in ICU on a ventilator if I hadn't had the vaccine. It was that bad. But you have to do what you want to do. You are the boss of your own body. So anyway, I got a shot in that appointment, and I felt bad the rest of the week. I started on the card I mentioned with the nativity scene, and I got all of it stamped, and I was about to do the last of the stamping, and I accidentally moved the paper, and so the last stamp double stamped, and I was like, you know what, that is a sign that I need to walk away. So I did, and I just kind of took a breath and gave myself that night off, and got back to it this weekend. Again, I'm doing this voiceover on Sunday night. So yeah, it looks like I may have CVID, and I may start immune globulin. I was already on IVIG when we thought I had myasthenia gravis. So I don't know if I'm going to be doing subcutaneous or if we're going to do infusions, but yeah. So anyway, that's why you didn't get a video last week. I just didn't feel well. So I am using embroidery floss. I bought some metallic embroidery floss last year. Now there's like 50 different little fibers, I guess is what you'd call them. But I wanted it thick because I wanted it to be noticeable. So I used washi tape, and I put a little bit of washi tape on the end so I could thread that snowflake through this metallic floss. And then I put it on the back where it's supposed to go. And I was like, ooh, what if I went under and we made it look like a present? So that's what I did. So I'm going to pull it under and then I'm going to tape it on the back. And it looks just like a wrapped present. And I love that so much. So again, if you want the pattern to stand out more, I advise you to use a light color piece of paper, whether that's white or not. It's completely up to you. But yeah, I really love how this turned out. I love it so very much. These are fantastic. I'll have all of the pictures at the end. I'm going to be putting this on a card base, and they takes up the entire card base, just like I planned. It's like I planned it. Now I am scooting the snowflake over because I don't want it to hang over the side of the card. And I am popping this up because there's so much thread and I didn't want to fuss around with it. So I believe I cut out me putting that down on the card. I'm sorry. So I brought in some mini glue dots. I'm adding a glue dot to the back of that snowflake to keep it from going anywhere. And then I brought in some green glitter dots to put in the middle of the snowflake. And this is what it looks like completely finished. Isn't that so much fun? I love this idea so very much. I don't know if anybody else has had this idea before. I haven't seen anybody use gift bags. If they have, there was no stealing intended or whatever. So yeah, so here I am again, adding that washi tape to the end of the embroidery floss so I could feed it through both of those holes. There's one at the top and one at the bottom. And I just went behind so the thread wasn't on top. And I also tried to place it where it wasn't going to cover like a character or something. It was a bit easier with this one because these are stockings. And so there's not a person or anything like a big graphic to impede. Is that the right word? I don't know. That's what I would say. I don't know. So here I'm trying to line it up and then you can fiddle around with it and get it where you want it. And again, I'm going to use washi tape and then I'm going to bring in a glue dot to go under so it doesn't move, and then a green glitter dot in the middle of the snowflake. And then I'm going to bring in some adhesive. This is the Scotch mounting foam. You could use some of the foam strips that I've shared before that you can pick up on Amazon, but this is a bit easier and I like it much better. So here we go, just getting it on there, and there we go. And aren't they so fun? Oh my goodness. So I got all of those shakers done, and now I'm going to get them all on their cards and get the snowflakes on. I've sped this up to 20 times speed. So yeah. Anywho, so lots of things coming this week. Like I said, I'm going to try to have the Etsy shop updated with all of the cards that I've made in the last couple of months. I'm also going to work on the bundles, so hopefully I'll have that for you the end of the week. I will pull a new giveaway winner and get that video up hopefully tomorrow, maybe even Tuesday. And yeah, so that's about it, y'all. Like I mentioned, I'm going to be using those envelopes on Wednesday to share with you how you can make shaker cards using those. I had such a good time making all these shaker cards this week. I just turned on a YouTube video and had my go at it, and it was so much fun. I don't love this confetti mix. I should have bought one that wasn't quite so big, but it did work with these gift bags. And I might try a different technique with these gift bags. We'll see what else we can do with them. If that's something that you want to see, let me know down in the comments below. If you haven't already, I hope you'll consider subscribing. I can't believe we're 19 minutes in and I haven't mentioned asking you to subscribe. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. Share it with your friends. You can follow me on Facebook. I'm also on Instagram, Facebook group. I think that's about it. If you're interested, I have like 6 mystery card bundles left. Those are definitely in my Etsy shop. I think it's 15 different cards, and 5 of those are a set of Christmas cards. I had a lot of cards left over a couple of years ago. I did a ton of mass producing. I think I mass produced almost once a week, maybe twice a week. So I made those into mystery card bundles. So you get 15 cards. I think I have it listed for $30, and that includes shipping. So again, you can find my Etsy shop listed down below. If you're new here, make sure to let me know so I can say hi. I need to catch up with comments. It's on my to-do list, I promise. I thought I filmed me playing with me with the monthly page, and I did not. I didn't have the camera on. Story of my life. So I don't have any planner videos for you yet, but hopefully next weekend I will have some planner videos for you. So here's a look at all 5 of them. Aren't they so pretty? I love these so much. I love this idea. I think it's so very fun. And I loved that the wrapping with the snowflake on it is just, it's so fun. It's so fun. So that's it. Thank you so much for joining me today, friends. I really do appreciate you. Here's a look at all of them up close. I will see you Wednesday for another video. Bye for now.